Hello mọi người, thì mình vừa có tìm lại được một list những cái video ngày xưa lúc mà mình học tiếng Anh. Mình có quay video để nộp cho giáo viên, thì mình sẽ ghép những cái clip đấy với những cái bản intro như thế này. Tại vì là hôm nay giọng mình khá là khàn tiếng, mình không thể quay được nhiều video ấy. Nên rất may là mình đã tìm được rất là nhiều những cái video ngày xưa. Thế thì mọi người sẽ xem mình nói tiếng Anh ngày xưa như thế nào ở phần sau rồi nhé. Describe puzzle. I'd like to start by saying that playing puzzles is a challenging mental activity, and for this topic today I will talk about a kind of puzzle I often play, which is a jigsaw. It is a puzzle game in which the player has to assemble the oddly shaped interlocking pieces, which are often made from wood or cardboard. A jigsaw often contains from 100 to 2 or 3,000 pieces, and the difficulty of a jigsaw depends on the number of pieces and the artwork the puzzle is using. If the artwork contains large areas of a single color or shade, it will be difficult to put together. In contrast, if it has lots of small areas of different colors, it will be easier to crack because you can recognize individual pieces faster. As I said before, every jigsaw has a different level of difficulty, so it's very hard to say exact time you need to complete it. It can be a few hours or a few days. Last week I played a 2,000 piece jigsaw and it took me 3 days to complete. But after completing it, I felt a sense of achievement and fulfillment because I could conquer it successfully. That's all we'll talk about for this topic. Describe something you bought from a street market. Today I will talk about a special thing that I bought from a street market, which is a jigsaw. A few years ago, I made a trip to Hội An, and on the last night in Hội An, I decided to visit the night market there to feel the hustle and bustle of this city. I walked around hundreds stores and looked at a bunch of strange and amazing products, and a jigsaw caught my eyes and made me want to buy it. Unlike many jigsaws I had at home, which were made from cardboard, this jigsaw was made from wood, and the artwork in it depicted Hội An scenery. So it was very unique and became my must-have item. After that, I asked for the price, but maybe the seller tried to rip me off at a prohibitively expensive price. Luckily, I could haggle and get it at a reasonable price. At that time, I was very happy because I got a great deal. After going back to Hanoi for my trip, I immediately assembled it. My jigsaw contained 1,000 pieces, with many large areas of a single color, so it's very hard for me to recognize individual pieces faster. Finally, it took me all day to complete. After completing it, I felt a sense of achievement and fulfillment. And because I didn't want to break it apart again. I decided to hang it on the wall. It is a reminder to me about wonderful memories in Hội An. That's all I talk about for this topic. Describe things you bought and happy. I'd like to start by saying that I can name so many things that I have bought and they made me happy. But today I will talk about a special thing, which is a teddy bear. It was a thing that I had been dreaming of for a long time, but I didn't want my parents to buy it for me. Instead of that, I tried to save money to buy it by myself. You know, it was not easy for me to afford the price of this teddy bear. When at that time I was just a child, maybe 5 or 6 years old. If my memory serves me right, I had to save for a long time, about 6 months. When having enough money, I immediately went to the shops near my house to buy it. I was very eager and elated because I was ready to have the thing that I had longed for it. The feeling of holding this teddy bear in my hands couldn't be explained in words. In the beginning, when I had it, I even didn't allow any of my cousins or friends to touch it. My teddy bear was so different from other stuffed bears. It was so much more fluffy and huge with beady eyes. For me, it was the most beautiful teddy bear, uh, so I carry it with me everywhere, even to my bed. You know, it's been such a long time, and my teddy bear now is not as new as before, but I still cherish it because it was a close friend, always standing by me in my childhood. Describe toy. I'd like to start by saying that when I was a child, my parents, my parents pampered me with a lot of toys, but I prized the most is a teddy bear. If my memory serves me right, it was a gift from my parents for me on my 6th birthday. At that time, when receiving this gift, I was immensely excited because I had longed for it and mentioned it several times with my mom. You know, the feeling of holding this teddy bear in my hands couldn't be explained in words. In the beginning, when I had it, I even didn't allow any of my cousins or friends to touch it. My teddy bear was so different from other stuffed bears. It was huge and so much more fluffy, with beady eyes. Because of that, I carry it with me everywhere, even to my bed. In addition, it a- I consider it a close friend. You know, when I was a kid, my parents often went out to work, so I was left at home. This teddy bear became my company and let me not feel lonely anymore. I shared with it everything from happiness to sadness. Now it has been such a long time and my teddy bear isn't as new as before, but I still cherish it because it has sentimental value for me and it reminds me of so many childhood memories. Now I have to move to Hanoi for my higher education, but I always carry it with me because it's an indispensable part of my life. That's all I want to talk about for this topic.